Good morning. Back at Lake Louisa State Park for what's now week 4 of Chicago Marathon training. I got a 15-mile trail today to get through 14 miles and a warm-up cool down. About a mile in. Already saw some deer jumping the trail. That is amazing. This time I brought another soft flask on me, so that brings me to 1.5 liters of water. So should be a bit better this time. Still can't find my 1.5 liter bag for the back bladder, but I do have another one in order. Hopefully it'll be in a week or so. I'll get it. Slow down, obviously, because it's July 4th holiday, which was yesterday. I had to work, but holiday pay is great. And so yeah, we're just gonna track a slightly different path today, but I'm sure I'll be hitting a lot of the same main routes. Hopefully less road. I think I avoided the road section that I did last week. So anyway, I use Easy Route. It's an iPhone app, and then I can take that GPS file and load it onto my Garmin and follow it. So if you are looking for an easy little app to make GPS routes, Easy Route is a pretty good choice. What I like about it is anything that is a road or a trail that's well known, even sidewalks in like the main city area, it'll be marked on the app and it'll lock to that track if you have that setting enabled. So it's really easy to design routes on the go on your phone. All right, so looks like I might be crossing the road up here, so that's fun. Looks like those are all the cabins that you can stay in this state park. And I made this little lollipop on the route. Go around this, oh well, you can see on the GoPro, around this lake, this little mini lake. So, going around it clockwise. So awesome. So this is what a lot of the trail is like. Just kind of low, grassy sections. So if you do come out here, just be ready to get your feet wet, especially if you're starting early in the morning, because all the dew kind of hangs on to the grass. But once you get over that, it's very nice. we have pigs. Looks like sneaking up into that. Into the bush. I'll be able to see them. Definitely some babies with them. Let's see if we can see them. Yeah, some piggies in there. Whoa! I'm gonna stay over here, guys. Yeah, I'd be wondering what in the world. About halfway through this 15 miles. If you've made it this far into the video, to hear about my January plans. So Run Disney recently announced that they're bringing races back starting with Wine and Dine. But kind of had the feeling for a while now that it's time to let Marathon Weekend go. I did it in 2017, was my accidental in-person marathon. I did it in 2018, 2019, 2020, my fastest in person. I was trying to break 4. It was really hot, and I got 4:20. And then the last virtual in 2021, ran my fastest marathon, about 3:51. I really want to use my time in my marathons to travel, and putting down another $200 on a local race I've ran 4 times is not what I want to do. So, and I did want to do Dopey, but to take a week off basically, and not even go anywhere, being a local here, just doesn't feel like what I want to do. So, what can I do to celebrate, to hopefully do some good and challenge myself? That was the question. So I've had it in the back of my head for a while that I wanted to tackle Dopey in a day. And this was, this was a lot more attractive before I had done a 50 miler. If you don't know, Dopey is 48.6 miles, but it's 4 different races, 4 consecutive days: 5K, 10K, half marathon, and marathon. So part of the challenge of it is that you gotta wake up super early at Disney World 4 days in a row. Plus, you gotta go to the expo the day prior. So really 5 days of commitment to get Dopey done, and it's going for $600. So like I said, I wanted to do Dopey in a day. That was something I thought about doing during the pandemic shutdown, was Dopey in a day. I ended up just doing Dopey as written, so to speak, over 4 days. So Dopey in a day. I'm going to do it, but I didn't want to do it any day that the people who are doing dopey are doing it. So Monday, January 10th, 2022, I'm going to do dopey in a day. I've got a pretty good route mapped out through Orlando, running through Orlando. 48.6 miles, runs through a lot of downtown Orlando, hits a lot of the big spots, goes around Lake Eola, goes through Lake Baldwin, runs along the Katy Way Trail. So a lot of those classic places you think of. Thornton Park, we're going to be running a lot of that before headed down Michigan, Orange, down to Oak Ridge, similar to what I did for Gideons to Gideons, except this time we are going to actually run through Universal Orlando. I got a little way to do that, so walking through City Walk, and then we are going to exit Hollywood Way and go down Turkey Lake and Sand Lake, hit International Drive this time, should be a little more interesting than Apopka Vineland forever, and then same as before, go into Disney Springs. So that is going to be a ton of fun. I'm working on safety checking the route now virtually, which just means, does it look like there's going to be mostly sidewalks? Any sections that aren't sidewalks, are they navigable or short? Because these are all roadways. So it is an urban 48.6. So that's going to have its own difficulties versus even a trail 50. And then, of course, I'm going to run the back half of it in August, just like the back 13, just to make sure that all is good and the International Drive works. Got some horses coming up on the trip. Actually, first people I've seen since 8 o'clock setting out. These are all equestrian trails, so we're gonna get over, let them pass. Looks like they're training. All right. So I didn't want to film them face to face, but seems like they are doing a guided trail. Last week I noticed there's a like a ranch that does guided horse riding trails, tours. So it looks like that's what they're doing. Interesting that I've never ridden horses in my adult life, so very interesting to see. Maybe something I could do in the future. But yeah, so like I said, it's going to be an urban 48.6. I deal with sidewalks, road crossings, people. So that's going to be very fun. But we did it for Gideons to Gideons. This has a lot of Gideons to Gideons in it, but it's just that much more amplified because it's going to be 48.6. Now, to do some good, right? Now, Dopey in a Day, hashtag Dopey in a Day is a great hashtag. So that's what I'm going to use to draw attention to it. I'm going to reach out probably to cast member pantry here shortly once I've kind of safety checked the route and I'm really confident in it. I'm going to reach out to them and see if we can get more of an official kind of link that we can point people to, because I also want to reach out to businesses that I'll be running past and can get involved in any way possible, whether that be putting it out on social media. Maybe that's a donation to cast member pantry, or maybe they just want to put out some drinks or samples of their dishes or whatever. We can talk about it anytime on social, or if this like Gideons to Gideons does get a little local news coverage. That would be cool too. So far, Justin seems in. He ran Gideons to Gideons with me, but he also said he's running Dopey. So that'll be interesting to see if he does that. If he does that, that would be double Dopey, in which case all the props to him. That is now, what, 96, 97 miles? So, in 5 days. So, I haven't even done that yet. So, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how this kind of develops. Oops, I'm off course, but there really wasn't a course to be on. But it looks like they want me to go this way and to the right. Yeah, sometimes the course as written on the GPS doesn't quite match what the course is on foot. But we do our best. Anyway, I'm going to start running again. Got this nice little walk break, get in some water. Remember right, this should be a bit more shaded. I kind of planned it backwards, whereas the more exposed part was first, and also the water refill station was later. So this will be hopefully a nice bit of trails. All right, thanks for talking to me. I know this is weird, but I like doing these. Yeah, I will catch you probably closer to the finish. All right, so this is really the only water I've found en route here near Lake Louisa. So you need to fill up. You can come up here. This goes off towards the beach, and then the main parking area is actually that way. But this stop, definitely worth it. That felt good. All right. So we've got about 4 miles to go. So 4 miles back to the trailhead. I just saw a biker who was looking at maps. So I gave him a little direction. Also gave him a hint on the Easy Route app I mentioned earlier in this video. Super easy to make, super easy to transport over to other devices like your Apple Watch or your Garmin, and just makes navigating these trails that much easier. All right, I'm going to enjoy these views of this lake and get back to my car. Just trekking up back to the ranger station. Got through, we're at 14.6, so we'll probably be at 14.7, 14.8. Wrapping up. Definitely smarter routing and more water. Meant a stronger run this time. I think it might be a little bit cooler, but not much. This week we've got, that's the end of my workout. This week we've got a tropical storm. Probably going to skirt the west coast of Florida, which for Orlando means rain and a little bit of wind. Shouldn't be too bad. But that means runs will have to go indoors probably Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see. Definitely a good choice to have the long socks today. A big improvement. Also tied the shoes a bit tighter than I did last week. Almost no sand, you know. But I did take a slightly different route, so full styles. But thanks for following along. I'm just about at the ranger station. that wraps up the long run for week 4, Chicago Marathon. And we'll see y'all next week.